Very well. Let this abomination unto the Lord begin.
Recording without, we had microphones, but we did not have the microphone connected correctly. So
yeah.
We were just recording through the phones.
Didn't even realize we had a microphone that was not hooked up properly. That is the first, 10 episodes of this podcast.
It's one of these mics. Actually, no, it's none of these mics as far as I can tell. The original microphone is at home right now, so...
R.I.P.
It's encased in
the Planet Express Delivery Podcast Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
It's in a shrine.
Yeah.
For those who would care to visit, go to Dave's house.
Go to Dave's house.
So should we, I mean, we've already been on this. Do you want to introduce our guest?
Yeah, we have returning guest Maddie back.
Yay.
Hooray.
Well, it's been a while since
It has been a while.
on.
It has been a while. It's been at least since Netflix took the...
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Fucking Netflix.
Fucking Netflix.
Does anybody remember the last ep that you did? I'm not sure.
Wasn't it an episode you wanted to do?
Naturama?
No, it was
Oh, I know.
Seymour.
Jurassic
Puppy,
Park.
Jurassic
Yes.
Park, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So you were on one of the best
Yeah. Like,
episodes.
the best episode.
I hate that one.
Of course you do, because you...
I don't want to cry.
You soulless goon.
You also, have a favorite episode in season 7, so, I mean...
That's true.
Questionable decision-making.
Yeah, a lot of judgment here, buddy.
Okay, but speaking of Jurassic Park, real quick, what was the was it a movie that we watched where James had a hilarious comment where it was just like everyone's just like super happy and then they cut I think it was one of the movies.
Oh yeah, it was
like, oh, everyone's super happy. Oh, here's the sad dog.
No, it was Simsorama.
Oh, that's
did
right.
That
that's right. Yeah,
because they're walking around Springfield, I guess, and Panucci's Pizza is there.
yeah.
And just
have you seen that? The crossover?
I have not.
It's actually a Simpsons episode, but we did it recently.
Okay.
But they did the whole, Simpsons crossover, but they had to include that because, of course, fans of the show are we gotta see Seymour at some point. And for everyone who's who is a fan, just you thought you were watching a fun Simpsons Futurama crossover. Here's the sad dog.
Yeah. All right. So, Maddie just made what I would consider to be a derogatory comment about my preferences of episodes. Yeah, my favorite episode is in season 7.
This is it's one of the weakest seasons of Futurama.
Okay, and when I asked you, when I messaged you about doing this episode, do you remember what you said?
I told you that I hated this episode. This is the beginning of the episodes, the stretch of episodes that I will just skip over.
Yeah.
God, it's just season 7, man.
You're here.
I know, I love to hate. I actually told him I love to hate things. So
yeah, she was like, oh, that's the stretch I hate and I skip. But I do love to hate things. I was like, okay, so you're coming.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I love hating things. They are. It's just, it's after they switched over because, Rebirth happens. And, we're on a different network. And you can tell that they're on a different network just because every single joke is such a reach. And there's just...
It's like a Comedy Central channel.
It is, yeah.
God,
yeah.
Yeah.
There are some growing pains at the beginning of this season, I'll say, and it's not. I won't skip it or hate watch it. I do genuinely like a lot of these episodes, but you can definitely tell it's the writers are readjusting, and I think I had mentioned this on last week's episode, but their budget got slashed when they went to Comedy Central, and so they pared down their writing staff a lot.
Shows.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps it shows for the first 6 episodes. However, that 7th episode is...
You were just counting down.
Love that. That's so much.
You have a calendar set up where it's just these are the weeks we have to get through before the late Philip J. Fry.
Or you can just watch a trite bunch of mishmash time.
Oh my god, I'm so angry.
I mean, I don't agree, but I love that description.
You don't like witnessing them going through multiple instances of the universe and...
Okay, that giraffe is in a neck ruff that is attached to nothing, and that is historically inaccurate. From a
Jesus Christ.
It's a floating neck ruff. Those don't exist. Worked at the Renaissance Fair. Had to costume that shit. You attach a neck ruff to something.
Alright, well, I know who we're not having on that episode. I can't handle all the criticism.
But this episode is In-A-Gadda-Da-Leela, and I wrote a quick synopsis. When a death sphere of unknown origin threatens to destroy Earth, Nixon tasks Leela and Zap Brannigan to destroy it. After their inevitable failure, Leela and Zap find themselves marooned on an uncharted planet, while the rest of the Planet Express crew tries to uncover the origin of the death sphere. Alright, so what did we miss in that?
No, that's pretty cut straight to it for the most part. I mean,
that's how you write a fucking synopsis, Jeff.
Fucking Jeff!
God damn, I hate Jeff so much.
We haven't talked about Jeff in a while.
I feel like we talk about Jeff every episode.
No, we haven't talked about Jeff at all in a while.
That's true. We haven't really... Well, we've been doing the movies, so we haven't had call to berate Jeff.
Okay.
Yeah, we've just
well,
he's a
real piece of shit.
Total asshole.
I hope he's dead.
Probably racist.
Oh, for sure. He voted for Trump.
He voted for Trump.
Yeah,
definitely a misogynist.
The orange
neckbeard is against net neutrality.
Big fan of a Jeep pie.
Has a fedora collection.
You're bringing up all the terrible things this week, aren't you?
We just need to explain just how terrible Jeff is, and also that he doesn't exist.
Well, I feel like he does. We just don't know him personally, and we just call him Jeff.
He's just another character that we invented for the podcast. Jeff, yeah.
As we do. We invent characters.
Of course.
I don't think Maddie's been here since we have had some pretty interesting guest characters.
Well, let's call up Dr. Stephen Nipple.
He's not available at the moment.
Sorry, what?
I was just gonna say, she's no fucking clue over
But we have to do it now. I'm dialing him.
Oh, God.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop.
That, phone sound.
That's how phones sound now.
Hello?
Oh, Dr. Nipple, I'm glad we were able to get a hold
I'm
of
real
you.
busy over here. What do you guys need?
We just wanted to have you on the podcast again. Our friend Maddie has not spoken with you yet.
Would you like to talk to him?
No, I'm very busy over here.
Well, we always want guests to talk to you, Dr. Nipple.
I'm canning some grapes.
You're canning grapes?
Is that something?
So, like jam?
No, just a bunch of grapes in a can.
Is that related to your doctoring at all?
I have a degree in grape jar canning. Jar canning, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you're very confused right now, Dr. Nipple.
I don't know what's going on.
Are you a homeopathic doctor?
You know that's a degree in baloney, right?
Do you prefer the ball or the Libby mason jars?
Oh, ball jars all the way.
Our guest has got Dr. Stephen Nipple talking. Let's keep it going.
I hate myself and I must go. I have a suicide scheduled for later today. I gotta prepare.
You would never kill yourself. We need you back on the show.
Dr. Stephen J. Nipple, out. Bye-bye.
All right, well, that was comedy poison.
Very brief, but, good
So
to introduce him.
I hate myself.
Basically what you're saying is ever since you moved out of your house, you've just been on a slow decline into madness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, you've missed several
I will
episodes.
make sure that Adam calls you.
Make sure he does. We're all very worried.
Adam, I need help.
Babe, when you listen to this, please call Suds. He needs it.
Well, he should be aware he has to get back on the show as
Yeah.
well at some point. It's been a while since he's been on
It
it.
has been a while since he's been on it.
I think I saw you guys at the bar not all that long ago and told you I was drunk. I recall, but I was like, oh,
At a bar? No.
No, not at a bar. Specifically at Shady's
Well, it
in the
was.
corner because that's where we see Suds.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, you guys gotta be on the show.
And I believe we waved a 6-pack of to-go beer at you. You were like, aha!
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sure thing, Suds.
I'm just scared to go.
Don't have time to chat. Bye.
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 Look at that time watch piece.
I'm gonna get back to my cats and dog and all the things. Bye.
Yeah. As they walk away, we're not doing that shit again.
Oh God, I shouldn't say this because it's totally gonna blow my cover, but I love using my cat as an excuse to get out of terrible situations.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good information to have.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you out on it every time.
I just like,
now.
I can't stick around. This party's fun, but I got a cat I gotta check on.
That isn't, like, is it a kitten?
She's like a year old around.
Okay, that don't fly then.
I know.
Yeah, like, cat. It shits in a box, and, like, you put out some food, and it eats the food, and then when you come home, it's like, hey.
It doesn't have to make sense. It's just my go-to.
Okay.
Some of us
Like
aren't that brilliant.
It kind of would make sense if, like, you had to bottle feed the kitten, and, like, because I had to do that with, like, my first little kitten, Anakin, because he was only 3 weeks old when I found him, so I had to, like, bottle feed him. He's so small. There's actually, hold on, there's pictures. I put a picture of him on the dog's Instagram.
I mean, I think there is an argument to be made that she lives with me, and that's a liability. So,
Fair.
James isn't exactly the responsible type.
Look at that tiny kitten.
Oh, jeez. She's a little ball fur.
Yeah, he was 3 weeks old and we found him in a dumpster.
no one can see this, but it's Jurassic Bark level crying.
It's pretty cute.
Oh, God. So, we should actually start talking about the episode.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, let's start with the guess. I mean, we jump around now. We're not as linear as we were before.
Okay.
So, if you want to point out some of your least favorite parts, maybe, or favorite parts of the show, of this episode.
Favorite part is basically just Zoidberg. I found the board!
So, Parcheesi tournament.
Parcheesi tournament. Like, Zoidberg is the only redeeming quality of this episode because everything else is just a fucking train wreck.
What do you think about the transcredible exploits of Zap Brannigan?
Well, I'm confused about that.
I think they needed something to fill up the space because they realized the episode wasn't long enough and there's only so much you could do
Well,
with it.
okay, so initially it's introduced as a dream that Zap is having. But why in his dream are there actors portraying the other characters? And then, it continues throughout the episode. There's 3 parts of this so-called dream or whatever,
Dream
but
sequence.
it's so disconnected from everything that I don't really understand exactly what it is because, like I said, they present it as a dream that he's having, but then later it's just sort of it just keeps happening.
Literally just episode filler.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Yeah, it's...
I just don't fully understand it.
It's a throw to the old, like, Flash Gordon.
No, Flash Gordon is delightful and should not be mentioned anywhere near the
Flash!
track.
Oh!
Best soundtrack in the universe.
Yeah.
Best soundtrack in the universe.
I think I told you guys this on last episode, but you didn't hear it. When I was in college and one of my roommates was really hungover, we had these big speakers that we would use for parties, but if it was like past noon and they were still like in bed, we would move them in front of the door and just blast the Flash Gordon theme song.
Yes, hopefully with all of the little bits from the movie in it. Dispatch War Rocket Ajax to bring back his body.
Well, it is. Mostly it's a toss to those old. I want to say 1940s sci-fi.
Well, it's sort of like the vaudevillian when they had just kind of like gotten like sound in movies and they didn't really know how to use it yet, and so like
The little shorts in the movie theater before the actual movies.
Yeah. You know what? It reminds
We
me
see a
of
lot.
the.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys ever like experience this, but the like drive-in sort of let's all go to the lobby.
Yeah, over at Harsh Drive-In, they still use the "Let's all go to the lobby." Like,
Perfectly parodied
Yeah.
at the intro of.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I was gonna say Run Ronnie Run,
Oh, okay.
the Mr. Show movie. But
No, I like if you'd seen the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie,
Saw that in theaters.
I saw it probably a long time ago.
I have it on DVD
Okay.
because it's Mastodon does the let's all go to the lobby theme. It's just screaming, just don't talk, watch!
So Zoidberg is your only redeeming.
only redeeming quality for this episode.
Oh wow.
Like, it goes, most just because, so, Leela's trapped into the tree. But obviously the animators can't decide or agree on where exactly she's trapped. So, like, sometimes she's trapped below the knee, sometimes she's trapped above the knee, sometimes you can see her knees, sometimes her knees bend in weird directions, like, and how did she get the fucking spacesuit
I
off?
was
Like,
just about to bring that
was
up.
a question I was gonna say. Yeah.
like, oh, I'm trapped, but I can manage to wriggle my ankles free and get this spacesuit off and actually throw it behind me, so,
There are certain things happening though where
Yeah.
I feel like even the writers are questioning their own judgment on the right.
Well, I made the note that this whole episode, it really just feels like kind of it's in like an FU to their old production company. Because this is the second episode of the Comedy Central run.
Mhm.
And so, like, yeah, they're still going through, like, growing pains and everything. And obviously they had to do Rebirth to, like, justify why this is back. This really feels like kind of a fuck you to Fox.
feels like something.
Fuck you to the viewers.
So fuck you to the entire character of Zap Brannigan. Like, oh, okay, cool, we get it. Like, he's not the greatest dude, but like this one just makes him so rapey.
Oh,
He
yeah.
gets so rapey in this episode. It's just,
Yeah.
He even says at the end, my goals were pure or something.
my intentions were pure. I
Yeah,
just wanted to have sex.
Exactly.
Like,
He
yup.
fits right into
Yeah.
that. I was like,
Dude.
no.
Just
He is
Yeah.
very predatory in this
Just-
episode.
so hard. Like, oh my god.
I'm surprised you two aren't saying. I know you guys hate Zap, and I do too. But I feel like he's funny at moments, like, but just not really in this. Like a lot of the shit he says.
Well, he's funny in this episode in exemplifying just how pathetic he is. And it's like when he's has to like kind of come clean about everything, and it's the noises that he makes, and he just but he is such a fucking pathetic asshole, kind of like the president.
And here
Yeah,
we are.
of course. Yeah.
Space Trump.
Yeah.
He is Space Trump in this.
Yeah. But I do like his brief interactions with Kif early on, where he has the
Captain's Musk.
yeah, and you know Kif's just like a disapproving sigh as always, but
I do like that Nixon called Kip Reptilicus, because that's fucking
Yeah.
a terrible movie.
I did
Yeah.
like when they get done walking down the long corridor when they're meeting up with Nixon and Zap walks in and salutes and he just goes, "Nixon, what the hell?"
I mean, that's how I talk to my boss.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That might be the best bit of writing in this episode.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
I love the fact that
Yes. You walk into work every day, Christina, fuck you.
So obviously, wait, have you guys talked about this? I don't know, but there are some pretty clear Star Wars references going on
I mean,
here.
I didn't
The
see
laser.
any.
No.
Okay, fuck you.
The laser pointers were totally not tiny lightsabers at all.
Oh, and we have the Death
And the Death
Spear.
Sphere. The
Mhm.
Death Sphere. Every
Yeah.
Death Sphere has a vulnerable opening.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Have you seen The Last Jedi?
I have not. We were
Okay.
supposed to go on Thursday, and we ended up not because it just didn't happen. And I swear to God, if I've been avoiding spoilers
Yes.
so
Yeah.
hard,
Yes.
and I swear to Christ, like I literally haven't even watched a trailer because I watched a trailer for The Force Awakens, and I spent the 3 months leading up to The Force Awakens just dissecting that trailer and hating everything that I saw.
Okay.
Mostly that fucking lightsaber because it doesn't work on a structural and
It doesn't
engineering
make
level.
sense.
It doesn't.
It doesn't
It
make-
doesn't work.
It should be like this. If he's gonna have two blades not coming out like they
Like-
should be.
Clearly, whoever designed it has never held a broadsword before because the hilt is designed so that you can protect your hand from incoming attacks and and if you're trying to choke up on the blade, you're gonna cut your hands off, and that's
Especially with a fucking lightsaber.
It doesn't make sense.
It's my own.
Not how you hold a broadsword. Art department of Lucasfilms, thank you.
We're getting sued.
It's not what you do.
Wait, it's Disney. God damn it.
Oh no,
Now you're
we
really
are getting sued.
Yeah, especially because they just are buying Fox now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fox
Oh
is
my
gonna own
God,
our company.
Yeah.
What did we do?
If you don't
Guys.
hear another episode next week, it's because we've been killed by Disney.
Served a cease and desist letter pretty much the second we end this one.
Yeah.
They finally resurrect Walt Disney's frozen head. He comes back and just murders all of us.
Oh, God. Oh, I think
The mouse just shows up at the house.
Uh-huh.
Fuck you guys.
Time to die.
Haha, you've been subpoenaed.
Jeez. Well, this episode moves along. You know what? After watching the movies, the half-hour episodes
They
move
go
along
by
so
so
quick.
fast.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
to me,
I'm
I was like sitting
thankful
here,
for
like,
that, though. For fuck's sake, the movies were way too
Oh,
long.
God.
At least for the purposes of the podcast, it was ridiculous.
And we're probably going to keep bringing this up within
Yeah.
the next season or
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
But it does. It moves along pretty quick. And James already specified what happens. This Death Sphere, as they're calling it. And that is one of my
Death Sphere.
favorite lines by Zoidberg. Why would anyone want to go to this thing we keep referring to
Go to
as
the Death Sphere.
Yeah.
So
But wait, so the professor creates an untraceable ship.
It's a one-man stealth ship.
Yes.
apparently, though, he already had it ready to go before any of this. So, like,
Yeah. I mean, you gotta keep, one or two of those just
Yeah.
around.
You never know when you might need it.
just like a doomsday device, or
Yeah.
okay,
If his cabinet full of doomsday devices.
Sir.
He's got a healthy collection of doomsday devices, so there's no telling how many ships he's got stowed away.
Although they use the same one every time. When they pull something out of the Doomsday Cabinet, it's always the spherical.
The Sphero
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah, this,
Oh, okay.
which they stuff into Bender in Rebirth, and the nudist steel in.
Oh, is it the same one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just the most effective doomsday device.
Well, the cool looking one. That's
Yeah,
what I
it's
would
just
say.
the one.
I like how one of them looks like a lava lamp.
No, that's actually a lava lamp. Did you not get that joke?
I must not have.
You didn't get that.
Oh, God.
Hedonism Bot picks it up. He's like, "What does this one do?"
Oh, that kills everything everywhere.
Yeah.
It just breaks.
Yeah.
Kind of like, the lava lamp. It kills everything everywhere.
I did have a lava lamp back when I was a hippie stoner kid, so
I enjoyed those.
sat in my inflatable chair and just watched it.
How we've grown.
Yeah, none
Yeah.
of my furniture requires an air pump to use. So
Yeah.
that's
Now I get stoned and run errands. Like,
nice.
Oh wow, we're getting old.
Errands, yeah.
Let's get high and go to the Broad Street Park.
You want to just go to
Yeah.
Target and just rage, man? Fuck Target.
so you just want to do ecstasy, and then TJ Maxx has a sale on khakis.
Ooh, yes.
No, we gotta stop at Marshall's. I can get that one pant that's shorter on one side.
Ooh. That's some like Gaber Brothers level shit, though.
So you want to go to Linens and things and compare thread counts? That's gonna trip you out.
Is there really ever a thread count comparison?
It says on the box.
You just...
If you go less than 1,000, you go to hell.
Exactly. Though, as apparently I found out, above like 2,000, they're kind of cheating.
Yeah.
They add like thread picks to try and up the thread count. It doesn't make it any softer. I feel cheated out of my threads.
What a bunch of motherfuckers.
I'm less of an adult than you guys. Yes.
Yeah, didn't know that about thread count?
No.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what they're even talking about.
Pay attention to your bedspreads, Michael.
On the same page. Thanks, buddy.
Sheets, bruh.
I recently bought a new comforter from Target because it was on clearance.
Was it a comforter or was it a duvet?
Comforter. Yeah.
Fucking up, bruh.
Duvet.
You need a duvet. So
Yeah,
you can
those
get
are
the duvet
fucking,
covers.
They're so annoying though.
But then you can like
put on and off.
change it out. And
Yeah,
update
I know.
it.
I hate them though.
This Futurama podcast has derailed.
Brought to you by Target.
Yeah. Target. Throw us those sponsorship dollars.
Yep.
All
Or
right.
Bed Bath & Beyond. They have some really nice duvets.
You guys take over.
All right.
Figure this out.
We got duvets. All right. Okay.
So you said I like Zoidberg in this episode. I also
Yeah.
really like Bender because it's not a Bender-centric.
It's really not. Bender shows up like 3 times.
Yeah. But he always is it's just surprising, and I guess it's probably because Leela isn't there. He seems to be the voice of reason, or the,
Shockingly enough.
I don't know, the foible to the rest of the crew, where he's pointing out the obvious. They're just like, is this the public library? No, cubic library.
Cubic.
Which I already brought. Why would anyone want to go?
Ever.
And I told you, sometimes you just need to compare.
Pubic? What?
Like pubic region,
Who
pubic
has
hair.
the best bush?
Well, it's like when you go into a barber shop and they have the chart of like all the different hairstyles. Sometimes you just need,
So like, I want that.
you
Like,
need a reference.
get a
I'm
nice lightning bolt shape down.
Yeah.
I'm a manscaper, so I don't really, don't compare anything.
Sometimes
You never compared pubic hair with someone
Went
else?
on to a porn thing and we're yeah.
Ah, no, like, I've actually done it with, like, people I know.
Oh no, I don't
Yeah.
think guys do
No, see,
that so much.
We did, when we did hair for the Bare Bones Theater, and we, like, so they have that nude scene, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And
that's
so
right.
we all got obsessed with the idea of, like, making it look like we were in the 60s.
Everybody should.
So we all
have
just
the-
grew out, like, giant, disturbingly large 4 months of no shaving or trimming bushes, and it got really scary because we all had to get naked with each other and then be like, so what do you think? I can, like, comb it now. I can run a pick through it.
What have I walked into?
Bush talk.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, okay.
Yeah. But you gotta see what's going on.
You
Because
have to
sometimes
compare.
you want it to be just like, here's my balls, and also here's the Batman symbol shaved into
Exactly.
something.
Speaking of balls,
Oh, boy.
when Leela and Zap crash after they go to Vagini, which I'm eliminating a lot here because we've kind of been talking about everything. When they put the sappy leaves on,
Sappy leaves.
sappy leaves, I still feel like Zap's balls would be hanging out.
Oh, they totally should be. Yeah. The anatomy on Zap Brannigan is not working out. at all.
Although we could assume that Zap has a little tiny thing.
Like a micro penis.
Yeah, micro.
A micro penis and micro balls to
yes,
go with it.
yes,
Like,
exactly. He is that kind. He is the space Trump. So
I could see micro penis. His skirt does not leave a lot to the
Yeah.
imagination.
and that's terrible. That's what I was thinking. But I was also referencing Robot Chicken, which I doubt any of you watch, right?
Like Robot Chicken.
Was that?
I like Robot Chicken.
I do.
Yeah.
But they have a skit with Adam and Eve where Eve goes, "I can see your balls."
Oh, okay.
Well, I made the note that they do also put fig leaves on their butts.
Yeah.
And we have, so far in Futurama, we've not had an issue with them showing butts, like cartoon butts on the show.
No.
I'm interested as to why now they decided it's necessary to cover up cartoon butts.
Censoring the asshole.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
But in the prior episode, they show Hermes' butt. Remember with the live stream of they show him stripping down.
So what specifically about this episode was it that we can't show assholes?
Maybe
Well,
like Zap Brannigan specifically is weird.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's probably just Zap being a fucking weirdo.
Oh.
Like he's got a weird.
It's not, I don't think it's necessarily an animation or a censored thing.
Zap just has an ugly butt.
He's got an ugly butthole.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like, your butthole is not photogenic. We can't get this camera ready.
well, as we come to find out, this episode, you know, the Death Sphere is coming to censor everything. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just like a shitty bit of foreshadowing with regards to that. I don't know.
Well, no, we see that later on with the Professor with the unacceptable.
Unacceptable wardrobe malfunction.
Right. Yeah.
With not wearing underwear with his cultist robe.
Yes, and I want to bring that up too. Fry trying to find a place to take a dump has a fucking t-shirt on under the robe.
Yeah.
Does not have pants on. Has shoes on.
Are any of them wearing pants?
No pants.
I don't think any of them are wearing pants.
Did we talk about
In their defense,
Amy?
never wear anything underneath a robe.
I mean, it's not like it's a fucking kilt where you have to go continental. Like, you can
Yeah.
wear boxers underneath a robe.
You can, but why would you? It defeats the purpose of having a robe. It's basically a towel with sleeves.
How about Amy's orgy outfit?
Oh,
That
yeah.
she got into in, like, 0.3 seconds.
Yeah, skin tight leather
after
from
the orgy
top to
had
bottom.
already been canceled. She's all like, oh, it gets you knew that before you got the outfit on, Amy.
Isn't the second time that we've seen Amy in, like, a cat suit?
Probably,
the
yeah,
la-
I think you're right.
The
Not
last
like this,
episode
though.
that you were on.
Recurring themes here.
Yeah,
Is she
like
wearing
her,
that in Jurassic Park?
Yeah, her and Leela are wrestling, and they
Yeah.
both have on, like, the dominatrix
yeah.
outfits.
That's right. Yeah.
No, this one is like almost a full bodysuit, except for like their parts cut out.
Technically, it would be a body stocking.
Okay, a body stocking.
Because
Thank
it
you
has
for the
full
correction.
legs, and then it has, like, the over-the-shoulder kind of thing just to cover up,
Just
like the
a
nipples.
strap
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
the nip. But she's got like this. It goes up over her head as well.
It's almost a gimp suit, but like a weird, strategically cut out gimp suit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a gimp suit for her hair.
She
Yeah.
doesn't even have that long of hair. She has like a
She
full,
put
like,
some extensions into
Yeah.
the top of that gimp suit to make that ponytail.
Well, you're going to an orgy, you want to look your best. Put some extensions in there.
I mean,
I have some questions about extensions too. All right, so there's a girl that works at the farmer's market. She walked past me the other day, and her hair looked too perfect, like almost sculpted.
okay.
And the only thing I kept thinking was, it looks like she came out of like a Greek painting of Aphrodite, and it was just blonde hair that like.
Oh, that's a
weaved.
wig.
That's what I'm
That's a
like.
wig.
That's fake hair.
That's a wig. It's not extensions.
Fake news, fake hair. It's all the same.
It's all the
these days.
same.
Extensions you can still style like your own natural hair, unless, which most belly dancers have found out, if you spin around, you can tell if someone's wearing extensions because the extensions are heavier than the actual hair.
They don't move.
So they don't move as well. So you'll have the natural hair spinning
Huh.
up top, and below it will be the extensions.
This is it was the craziest thing I'd ever. I was like, it looks kind of like real hair, but the way it was just, it looked like it was designed. Like she sat something. She did the hair first, then sat it on top.
That's a wig.
It's the weirdest fucking thing. You guys gotta see this.
Well, you'll have to watch next time you're working over there and see if she does any belly dancing,
Right,
spinning
just
around.
spin around.
And
Yeah.
then you'll
If
know.
it's a straight wig though, like it'll actually move unless she's like sprayed it within an inch of its life.
No, she turned and it didn't move at all.
Oh yeah, that's a
That's
wig.
basically.
That's a wig.
I was like, huh.
Did it look good or no?
Well, There's just a lot of things I had to factor in. First of all, she works at she's about my age, maybe, a little younger. So she's
Mid-40s.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So she's vaguely attractive to me. But then you add the wig/hair not moving and just her whole. She looked kind of like a blonde Jersey girl. That's how I would kind of define her whole thing.
Jersey girl?
Yeah.
Does she fall into your definition of slag?
No.
Oh.
And okay, you're gonna make me sound worse
Do you
than
have
I
a separate definition from the
They like to say that I only date slags.
That's what you say. I've never.
Yeah, I like
made
to
that.
humor you knuckleheads. No woman
I
that
don't
I've
even
ever
know.
dated
I don't
is
even
a
know.
slag.
I don't even know what that is.
He says, hoping that none of them are listening.
Yeah.
No. They will agree. They'll be like, oh no, Dave's right. I'm not a slag.
That was really nice of him to say.
So
He's
nice.
such a sweetheart. I should give
totally
him
call
a call.
Exactly.
I'm pandering.
Little bit.
If you're listening,
Oh god.
it is still
Dude,
single.
you had to say a fucking
What the hell?
Are you gotta edit that. You're gonna have to edit that.
I'll make a note of
I've
it.
never called anyone out, and you just fucking say a name. Great.
Just put a beep in it. Just
Yeah. I'm just gonna write
I think
slag
that would be
edit.
our first official.
flag.
our first official bleep.
Oh god, please.
I don't think we've
James.
had to bleep
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because
We
we're
don't need to
always-
debt out because it's not gonna be nice. It's not. She's not gonna listen to this. She's like, oh, he didn't even say cunt once, and I'm like, fuck.
I love how uncomfortable Dave looks right now.
No.
Hanging in a pea coat right now?
Yeah, he's leaving.
Yeah.
I knocked my beer over. I didn't spill anything because it's almost empty.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
Don't
hardwood
fuck up the
floor.
hardwood, man.
God, it's nice hardwood.
No, look, I say shit constantly on this show, but I am always vague about people. Like, you remember that person that we don't like who does those things? And you're like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Why the fuck would you say someone's name? Sweet Jesus, man.
We have officially lost the thread.
Alright, let's get back on
You
topic.
could have just
here.
played it off as if that wasn't like a real name, but
Right?
no.
You
Had
could've.
you gone into more depth, I'd have thrown my beer at you. I'd right across the table. I'd been like, no! Straight Lebowski you right in the face with a beer. Hit me in the face with a beer. I don't understand what happened.
Oh boy. You know how Suds talks.
Yeah, it sounds exactly like that.
I don't even know.
It just sounds like John Travolta getting punched in the face a lot.
I don't even know what happened.
Sandy!
You're like punching me in the face, oh god!
Yeah!
It's like a combination of
So you
like,
understand?
like Rocky and Andrew Dice Clay.
Hey, Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah.
This guy's punching me. I walk up to him and he starts hitting me, and then now he cut me, Mick, and then I won back. Yeah, I lost the match, Adrian. What was the bit that we were doing it at Shady's because Derek didn't know that Sylvester Stallone was in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2?
Wait, no, it was just me and you doing Rocky's voice, or Sylvester Stallone's voice, but we were doing basically Rocky, and he's like, what are you guys doing? Oh, we're making fun of Guardians of the Galaxy, too.
I'm just a space pirate. That's
Space
right.
pirate.
Space
Pirate.
pirate.
Never fly.
Then go out. I'm Ravager. I don't like the blue guy.
Space.
What's this Ravager word? I don't understand it.
God, you know they held up cue cards for him during then. Just say what's on the. Yeah, I don't.
Just say Ravager.
I don't understand what that is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What is that?
Killing it, Sly.
Hey, no, he killed it at the end of the movie, when all the cries.
Oh, fucking Niagara Falls, dude.
No spoilers. I haven't seen it yet.
Of course you haven't.
What is wrong?
Of course
with
you haven't.
I still see the Blade Runner DVD in the corner there.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it.
Are we ever we're gonna start that, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
You're lying
definitely.
right in my face.
No,
Yeah.
definitely.
He's totally going to actually watch the movies that he hasn't seen and has shown no interest in seeing.
I'm just gonna bug Elise until she makes you watch it. So
She
stop
wants to watch
bugging
Blade
you.
Runner. We're gonna watch it.
Okay.
Has she not seen Blade Runner?
No, she hasn't.
Fuck!
No.
What is wrong with these people?
What?
You get your shit together.
Thank you for saying it to him.
What is going on with Swen right now, by the way? He's just sprinting back and
Do you have catnip out?
It's run 30.
I got some out. There he goes. Oh, Jesus. I got some catnip out last night, but now I'm out of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is since this is your first episode in the new space. You see, we traded out crackheads bothering us for a cat that
Dude,
runs around.
honestly, I will take a cat over a crackhead. Go, what are you guys doing over there? You got some stuff over here. Looks real cool.
Are you guys on TV?
You guys doing what is it? You doing like the news?
No.
No,
Oh,
just filming a podcast. Oh yeah, right on there. That's pretty cool. My country podcast about the peas.
What we should do, though, is just sporadically, when we're just doing a normal episode from here on out with like a normal guest, just have Maddie in the background pretending to be a crackhead.
Ooh, it's a game.
Just as like sort of like a little throwback.
Yeah. If you want to, just we do it at the same time every week. Just drop by.
Yeah.
Like just
What you
forward.
doing? Podcast? So cute.
Who was the one guy that like? Yeah, he was like lingering around us for a long time until I think he asked like it was like Elise maybe.
Yeah.
He was like, "Are they on TV right now? I want to like pop in and yell, I'm from the hood."
Oh yeah, that guy was crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like the majority of the regulars, obviously yourself kind of excluded, but the majority of the regulars at Shady's are basically just crazy.
Yeah, that's
It's where the crazy people live.
that checks out.
Yeah. That science is real hard.
We're
Yeah, I don't even know if that's science. That's just fact.
It's-
Yeah, where exactly
we're about. I think we need to take a quick ad break here because we have totally lost track.
What's our time looking like before we?
We're 45 in.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
we've talked a lot about the episode before you go to a break. We can probably try and roll things up. I mean, we have more to kind of jump around to. If you guys want to do that, definitely.
Yes, but for right now, we are going away.
Okay.
Sven. Hi, this is the crew from the Planet Express Delivery Podcast.
Hello.
We are just, this
Oh,
is
hey.
a commercial break. This is a commercial break.
This is a commercial break.
But we'd like to inform you, if you'd like to support the show, we do have several ways that you can do that. The one in particular that we are going to tell you about today, I'm going to pass this off to James right now because he has all the information, but he will tell you right now.
Yeah, I'm the one who owns a computer.
Exactly.
Okay. So
The instructions, the notes that you have there look very simple, though. It just says, send vodka.
it says send vodka.
Yeah, to support us.
Yes, just support us. Please send vodka to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. We'll find it. Don't worry.
Sure.
We always do.
But if you want a more direct way to support the show, we do have a merch store through the site TeePublic, who we're affiliated with. If you would like, go to our website, planetexpresspod.podbean.com. Click on the link in the episode description, and that'll take you directly to our merch page. Once you're there, we have dozens of designs for you to choose from. You pick the design you want, pick out t-shirt, hoodie, mug, laptop case, stickers, other things that I'm probably forgetting right
Jeez,
now.
No, that's a lot. I didn't realize we had that much even.
Oh, no.
But that's awesome. Now I'm going to go and check it out. Because
I'm
I
going to
do
go buy
want-
some as well.
You know what? I think I will as well.
I think this sounds fantastic.
Okay, guys, you pushed that a little too far. I was trying to make it fun for everyone. Now it's not.
It
all
is
right?
this is the funnest thing I've ever heard.
Actually,
Now,
forget this plug. We're going to buy our own merch
We're
right
buying merch. Also, though, that is not the only way you can support us. As always, we do want to hear from you on our Facebook page and on all the places you can listen to our show, Podbean being our flagship.
You could maybe rate us on iTunes.
Oh, yeah.
Which would be nice of you to do.
We love hearing from it. And we do have email addresses, which we'll give at the end of the show.
But any support that you guys can throw at the show is much appreciated. We are a completely DIY endeavor, and we did not expect the show to be even as big as it is, whatever modicum of success we've been able to achieve.
Yeah, I don't think we can measure it at any... Not at this point.
But if you want, please do leave us a review in the iTunes store and check out our merch page on TeePublic. Again, go to planetexpresspod.podbean.com to click the link that will lead you there. And everything goes right back into supporting the show. We do not get paid for this.
No, we do not.
We lose money every episode that we do.
Technically, we'd all be bankrupt right now.
We're not, you're not already?
No, I have not filed.
I am fully in the red.
Well, that explains why our studio looks like shit.
Hey, fuck you.
I've changed my identity 6 times since we started this show.
All right, so yes, if you need any more information, there is an email address we'll give at the end of the show, and please send us money.
Just loose money,
loose change. We love it.
Sacagawea dollars.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Only someone who didn't have a personal computer would say that.
Yeah.
So I mean.
Okay. Full-on laptop, I get it.
Yes, my $200 Toshiba puts you all to shame.
I have a Dell.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they still made those.
They did. I bought it. It was back when I first moved into my own place, and I was like, I need a computer. Oh, this one's red.
Let me log on to my gateway.
Yeah.
Dude. Maddie has a Dell.
Excellent contribution.
Yeah.
That was good.
I do, yeah.
All right, so where were we, James? Where should we continue and try and... I mean, we talked about how Leela and Zap crashed, and they're on this planet naked. We talked about balls hanging below the leaves.
Below the leaves.
And the large log that is sitting on top of Leela, which is repositioned every time.
Just to suit whatever shot she's in.
Well, essentially, we find out that Zap has been lying about everything.
They've been...
Yes. The ship was not crashed. The ship had food and water and supplies and...
all the things he was lying about.
Yes, and
Still
Zap...
on Earth.
And this is, I think... this is, leading up to Zap being a little bit rapey, because he's using all of this in a ploy to make Leela want to fuck him. Yes.
I love how you guys just go, just want to fuck him. He never puts it in that term.
He's purposely dehydrating her.
Yes. He's doing a lot of terrible
Doing a
things.
lot.
Yes.
I thought it would be better if you were dehydrated. You might like me more if you were delirious. I'd go, what? Bah. He's always, as a character, he's always been a little of a chauvinist, but this one hauls him into full on predator territory.
Yeah.
There is even that line towards the end. My goals were true, or they were.
My intentions were pure.
Yeah.
Well, and the fucked up part is that it works.
Yeah.
Leela becomes sexual very quickly.
Golly, that's the worst.
It's almost Stockholm syndrome.
It's wasn't she in love with Fry last
30
episode?
seconds ago.
Well, no, they kissed each other goodbye in this episode when she got into the
When
ship.
she voluntarily climbed on top of Zap's lap.
Mm-hmm.
We have to mention the giant picture that Fry.
Yeah.
And I want you to stay with it. She's like, no, hold on to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, why did she even agree to this in the first place, though? It's a one-man craft. Everyone has stated that. You've already signed up to go. It's just you. You don't have to let Zap in the ship with you, but you do, and then you sit on his lap.
Yeah.
for maximum thrust.
For maximum thrust. And then everything is invisible but the two of them. And
This has to have been after they fired their only female writer for the
Dude,
show.
it had to have been. Like, that budget cut went for the only person with a vagina who would have been like, maybe, no, maybe we don't do this.
Comedy Central slashed their budget and they fired Kristen Gore, Al Gore's daughter.
Yeah. Oh, I always forget about that. Yeah.
That's so insane to me.
Yeah.
It just,
Probably why he shows up on the show quite a bit.
I heard you guys fired
Al Gore.
my little angel.
Fuck you.
I'll be here to make a mockery of your show and also save the planet.
So Zap, I mean, he's found out, but it's just like, it's one thing after another. Like, Earth hasn't been blown up. They're on Earth. He constructed...
He can move the log.
Yeah, he constructed a device using a toilet paper roll and...
When you asshole, will you stop fucking around with that?
So he devised this entire plan so that she thought that they were on another planet, that Earth had exploded. They were the only two people left.
Just gotta, there you go.
I did think the one line was funny where Zap gets grossed out when he realizes that in order to populate the planet from scratch, just
Zap
in Leela,
Jr. and Leela Jr.
that their children would have to have sex. Yeah.
A lot of incest in the Bible.
Yeah. A lot of people living to 600 years old.
It's creepy. God does create more people, though, when after Cain kills Abel and Cain is banished to Nod, God makes him a wife. God makes more people.
He's gotta make more people, otherwise it's just creepy. Well, then there's also
the whole thing Bible is very creepy, but...
It is creepy. But if you, subscribe to the Lilith theory, too, then there's already another woman running around.
So that explains all this sin and debauchery.
Yeah.
Until we actually get the Book of Eve, which is still in the Vatican archives, we will not know.
Yeah, that's not coming out anytime soon.
So back to the...
Well, we got the cool Pope now. Hey.
The Lilith thing.
Well, I'm just wondering, if Adam is having sex with two different women, his offspring...
Oh, no, I see the problem is, so Lilith didn't want any part of this, because they were like, oh, yeah, no, you're going to be put on Earth to, help Adam. And she's like, maybe we could, both be equals, and that would be great. And I'm not going to be subservient to him. And Adam was like, nah, fuck, this one's fucked up. I need a new one. So Lilith gets banished and becomes, quote, the mother of all evil.
This one's broken.
This one's broken. I need a new one.
Broken.
Make me a new one. This one broken. This is a broken one.
Not a great...
I feel like Lilith
start
comes up
for
in
women.
pop culture somewhere. Supernatural?
She comes up in a lot. She's in the Supernatural role. She is basically anytime anyone mentions vampires, because there's this whole thing where, oh yeah, she was the first vampire and she ate Adam and Eve's children because she's a bitter old hag or something.
Oh no, what? She's
Good.
in a comic book too.
Yeah.
Fuck. Alright, I can't remember.
Look.
I'm not gonna go. Alright, back to what you guys were talking about, because I was not here for that. I'm sorry.
Well, just discussing Zap's entire plan is being debunked by Leela.
Just trying to get some nookie.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we're still going along with biblically Adam and Eve and the tuba.
The tuba.
Yeah.
Apparently the tuba is a terrible crime upon
Yeah.
humanity.
It should be stopped.
You remember that part of Genesis where Adam did a just killer sousaphone solo?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
That's the thing, yeah.
That was... It's actually been mistranslated since the King James edition. It shows up as
a lot.
serpent, but it was originally tuba in the original Aramaic. So it was...
Right.
Did you guys discuss the talking snake at all?
The
I'm just
dehydration. Just saying.
No.
Dehydration talking.
Yeah, legit question, was that just due to their dehydration?
Zach
on
wasn't
Earth,
even
or-
dehydrated though. He
That's
specifically
true.
said that. He was like,
Yeah.
nah, I've been drinking mineral water the entire time
He's
we're
been
here.
doing an awful lot of urinating.
The drink that he was drinking was called Derriere
Is that what it was?
instead of Perrier. Yeah.
See, that Comedy fucking Central. Just got this vagina dairy. We just gotta shoehorn in the butt jokes.
Well, you know, like Asarama or
Yeah.
the Pimpsons.
Yeah, just shoehorn in as many potentially
Those weren't
off-color
good
jokes
either.
as possible.
Yeah.
Look, the first time I heard Asarama, I did laugh.
It's probably a real thing somewhere.
Oh, it has to
Oh,
be.
yeah. Now, Rule 34, correct?
It's a real thing everywhere.
Asarama.
All right, well, we're kind of rolling here at the end. Did you guys discuss
Everyone
the
shows
actual...
up. Everyone shows up.
And I did bring up the Fry taking a poop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without pants under his robe, but with a t-shirt.
Yeah, I still don't quite why. We discussed robes. You need nothing under...
Well,
Yeah.
maybe the t-shirt's because he has sensitive nipples and it chafes.
Sensitive nipples. Oh, God.
That would explain it.
Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, that robe does not look like it's made out of, like, quality material. It's probably very
Yeah.
scratchy,
Yeah.
sensitive nipples.
It's definitely
prevent
hair
chafing.
cloth that they
Yeah.
use to make those.
That's to prevent chafing.
Old
The
world.
t-shirt.
But he's not wearing pants, and I mean,
Chafing in
couldn't
the
chafing
crotch
be worse
area.
down there? Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, the professor's not wearing anything.
At all.
At all.
At all.
Neither is Bender, but Bender doesn't need clothes.
However, he did wear pants in a previous movie or episode that we just recently did.
That's true.
When he went to the fridge.
Just want to throw
Just in the fridge.
Yeah. So many questions. Why is he wearing pants? And also, what does a robot need from the fridge?
Specifically the vegetable crisper.
Asparagus.
Ah.
Okay.
Duh.
crisp booze.
In the crisper?
I think you're stretching, much
I
like
know,
the
James puts
much
his
like the
booze in
writers
there.
were stretching for ideas in this episode. I think you are
I am
stretching.
trying very hard to stretch, yes. But James does put his booze in
Yeah.
the crisper.
You don't keep vodka in the vegetable crisper?
No, you
In the
keep
freezer.
vodka in the freezer. What are you?
Yeah.
God, barbarian.
Yeah, freezer.
Freezer.
Some of us
No.
all can't be
I
Russian.
don't want
Cold
frigid.
vodka?
No, because I'm going to ice it anyways.
No, you do both. You freeze it and then you
freeze
ice it.
the vodka.
No, it melts. If you get it at a nice fridge level temperature, when you put the ice in and put in the mixer, everything kind of like balances out.
No, it gonna melt no matter what, unless your mixer is also damn near ice cold.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Literally what I do for a living. You are wrong.
James, it's okay.
Well, I'm not changing it.
Vodka goes in the freezer.
Just
okay.
know that every time you do it, we're secretly judging you from
Judging you.
afar.
I won't even
Fine.
do it secretly.
See, that's why we have guests like her on call you out. Sure. Well, among everyone else.
Yeah, because that's never happened with you
Yeah.
assholes before.
I
Something
get
new and
called
different for
out
you.
constantly. Thank you very much.
I never do. It's weird. Everything I do is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
How many movies have you seen? Like two?
I was gonna say, shut your stupid face over there.
He's just been rewatching Major League for the past 30 years.
God.
I did
I
watch.
was gonna say A League of Their Own.
I did watch like 15 minutes of Three Ninjas last night
Oh my
before Elise and I weren't high enough to continue it.
I love that you get so high you cannot watch a shitty fucking movie.
I would think Three Ninjas would be the perfect movie to watch when you're stoned.
It was so bad. It
Of
was
course it's
terrible.
bad.
What are their names again? Tum
Colt,
Tum?
Tum Tum, and
Rocky.
Rocky.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Oh god. Ugh. That's on par with the.
It's on Hulu right now if anyone cares to watch.
Oh no, I'm gonna check it out.
Totally gonna watch it.
Yeah.
We could not get through it. I mean, we both have very fond memories of it from growing up.
It's Home Alone with ninjas.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Should we talk about the meeting up? It's right after Fry has to poop.
Wait, what happens?
When they finally realize that Earth wasn't destroyed
Yeah.
and they're on...
And Fry seems totally unconcerned with the fact that his girlfriend is naked in somewhere in the Pacific Ocean.
That's what it is. They're
Well, he's-
very comfortable
Just
with
like
nudity at the Planet Express crew. My office is not the same way.
And you know this, huh?
Fry's
Long story, I may have several sexual harassment suits against me currently. All I'm saying is, if they didn't want me to put my genitals on the copier, why was it so warm?
God.
Hey, at least James is providing me with work at my job as I investigate these complaints of harassment.
Yeah, Dave, what have you done lately?
Yeah, exactly.
Not put my genitals on a copier.
That's fair.
If anyone wants printouts, I have a lot of them.
We'll come back to
and
that.
take them home.
By the way, Fry is barely upset about the fact that Leela and Zap do have sex
Yeah.
in front of everyone.
No.
Yeah.
He seems pretty upset about it.
I feel like you should probably be a little more upset than the upset level
not
that
to
he
the
is.
degree with which I
Like,
would be.
Your girlfriend is fucking another dude
yeah.
in front of you and your
Yeah.
entire coworkers.
There is
Like,
a giant death sphere floating overhead.
Yes, now, something
Yes.
something that I take issue with, though, is that this death sphere is there to censor
Fucking.
Exactly, yeah.
But not biblical fucking.
But then,
Exactly. That's what it is.
It's because they're Adam and Eve. It's because it's approved because it's religion.
Had it been
but
Adam
they're
and Steve,
not Adam and Eve.
Yes, but the satellite thing thinks there because like, oh yes, Adam and Eve in this unspoiled paradise. Garden of Eden. Approved. Because it's only.
I think this is a pretty big fucking plot hole. Like, that machine should have known what was going on.
The whole episode is just fraught with them.
Yeah, and since we're at the
A
end,
plot black hole.
It's just a black hole devoid of plot.
Yeah.
Maddie, you are aware of how we do this. We're gonna let you destroy this episode.
Well, before we get into Slurmies, does anyone have anything that we skipped over? Any bits in the episode that
I didn't see
Scruffy.
Scruffy.
No,
So where's Scruffy?
we
Noise.
should do? Because we've been doing the movies, we haven't had an opportunity. What do you think Scruffy was doing during this episode?
Well, it depends. Earlier on, he was probably helping the professor to get the parts for that ship.
it's not a boiler or a toilet, so.
I mean, good point.
Not Scruffy's job.
Yeah.
Zero
Boiler
G
and toilet.
jugs. Zero G jugs as always.
Always reading Zero G
Yeah.
Jugs, of course.
I would actually like to think that Scruffy just went ahead with the Parcheesi tournament.
Oh.
Started
Well, now
his
wait.
orgy.
Did we see Amy later in the episode? Because perhaps he's part of the
No,
orgy.
she's part of the group.
Yeah.
Oh, she is
Yeah.
there at the
Yeah.
end? Okay, I don't
So it would be like Scruffy and Randy and Sal and
I'll just play
Petunia off just playing Parcheesi somewhere.
Group orgy.
Yeah.
Group orgy.
Well, the
At the
after
Cubic
Parcheesi
Library.
orgy
Yeah.
that always takes place after a Parcheesi
victory
game.
orgy.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
We'll have to write those for the Twitter account.
Exactly.
Get this up
Victory.
there.
Yeah. It's like Jenga with genitals.
Victory orgy.
Victory orgy.
Everybody wants a victory orgy.
So we didn't talk about this. I wanted to bring up because it's one of my favorite little bits is the Chamber of Understanding.
Ah, the disco ball.
It's I want that in my apartment so much.
It's just one of those like glass domes that comes
Just
down
a
over
dome
you.
with a mirror ball in it that I can just like
Think
about
Listen to Dancing Queen.
yeah, not
no.
Dancing Queen.
Yeah,
oh,
no,
for
no.
Christ's sake, not Dancing Queen.
You can't bring that up in our presence. We
Never again.
Deal with that
Aware
at
that you were an
Shady's.
ABBA hater.
So much. Every time we walk in, Jim playing Dancing Queen.
Oh, do you know whose favorite band ABBA is? You won't have any idea. I'm just playing. Brandon and Amber's son, Sonny,
Loves ABBA.
loves ABBA. He's talking a lot now. He walks around the house. ABBA, ABBA.
I feel like they're missing a really good plan to have his favorite band be Cher.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're missing out on the joke there if you're
I'll have to tell
not letting him spit your family share.
Yeah.
Play more share.
Like ABBA?
No,
Well,
you
let me
share.
let you listen to Cher.
There you go, Sonny. Here's share.
Yeah.
That'd be famous.
Maybe he'll sponsor us.
All right, so let's get to Slurmies. Maddie, we're gonna let you go first because you have such a
Hatred of this
adamant
episode.
opinion, is what I was
It's,
gonna
like
say.
I said, this one and the next one. This one is slightly better than the next episode, so I'll give it a half a Slurmy.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wait, so you would give the next episode zero Slurmies?
I would give a killer app literally 0 Slurmies. It is
Holy
the
hell.
That is the
absolute-
lowest.
It is.
That is the lowest Slurmy we've ever
I think
had.
so.
Yeah,
I
this
think-
one can have half a Slurmy based on the fact that Zoidberg is at least funny.
I was gonna say, could you elaborate? a little bit?
Zoidberg is the entire reason for the half a Slurmy. He has the funniest parts. Literally, we were all, the only time any of us laughed while watching this was when he was like, "I've got the board!"
By the way, where did he pull that board out of? It looked like the
Was it
kitchen
under the
cabinet.
sink?
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this entire episode, like, it feels forced for jokes. You can tell that they have a new writing team or that they're changed channels. You can tell that they're just trying to shoehorn, like, poop, dick, ass, and vagina jokes in just to make it feel more Comedy Central like. Like, it's everything that they are trying for is such a reach, and it's just such a belabored point that it's just not a good episode at
Yeah.
all.
Okay.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so I'm not gonna go quite as low as Maddie. This isn't a terrific second episode in a new season on a new channel. The first episode I did give, I think I gave it a 3, correct?
3.5.
3.5? Alright, so this one I'm probably going to give a 1.5. You are right. They forced a lot of this.
So much.
They definitely were trying a lot. I don't know. You guys made the joke about they fired the one female writer.
Literally anyone who would have, the one person who would have been like, maybe
yeah.
don't
This
do
isn't
this.
funny.
This isn't funny.
We don't need to do this. And when you guys were talking about the whole Zap Brannigan being super rapey, the only thing I could think of is the most rapey Christmas song ever. It's cold
Baby, It's Cold
Yeah,
Outside?
it's Baby, It's Cold
Yeah.
Outside.
Yeah.
Like, there were few and far between. There were some jokes in here that I did laugh at. Like, not super out loud, but definitely funny to me.
On the inside.
Yeah.
When people can tell you're laughing.
Not the rapey jokes, obviously, but definitely the ones with, like, Fry and Bender.
Oh, you didn't
and-
laugh at the rapey jokes?
Of course not. Thank you very much.
Actually, I mean, I was watching you watch the episode, and you had a
I was like,
big,
oh my god.
you had a big smirk on
tried to
your
have
face.
sex with her.
He's dehydrating her. Oh my god, that's great.
It actually seemed like those were the jokes you laughed at most.
I should take notes. Terrible.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking terrible.
Yeah, you just took
Yeah.
it too far.
Yeah,
Even
without
if
a
you're
lease here, no one
dehydrated,
else
it's
takes
still
notes.
consent.
But the ones with Fry, Bender, Zoidberg obviously being very small parts. Even with the professor where he's just like, oh, we've been saved, and, you know, he splits his robe open. The whole Leela Zap part of this story, it's kind of pointless. I think that's actually the main thing. I think it could have been funnier had they not done the, alright, we're going to make this awkward situation between Leela and Zap. Like, let's just make Zap even worse than he already is. So, yes, I'm going to give this 1.5.
Alright. I'm actually a little bit higher than that, and just because there are a lot of singularly very good jokes or bits that they do in this. Overall, though, the episode never really gels that great. And as I said earlier, this entire episode really just kind of feels like a fuck you to Fox. So that might be why, I kind of want to say that it was like the writers were in the room and just like, we don't even need, episode doesn't even need to be good or even strictly coherent. Let's just like, Fox sucks. Just write an episode about that. And that's kind of the tone that I got off of it, because it really, so many of the Futurama writers are able to piece together really great episodes, and this one just feels like they kind of didn't try
At all.
Yeah. So there are a lot of good bits. I was disappointed by the lack of cartoon butts in this episode. And the Chamber of Understanding will soon be installed in my apartment. So I'm gonna kind of split the difference. I'm gonna give this a 2 Slurmies.
That's not splitting the difference. It's just adding them together.
Yeah. Whatever.
Look, I'm not great at math, but I also don't trust any of you fuckers to tell me about it.
Splitting the difference means you were going to give it
0.75.
0.75 Slurmies.
Yeah. Or
That's splitting the difference.
No. I'm not doing that.
Alright, so I feel like a lot of the comments that we have about this episode, they crop up every episode that we do that revolves around Zap. We always have the same issue. It's always not even like vaguely like sexist. It's just it's like bad. We always have issues with his episodes, and you know there's a lot of issues with this one as well. There were some like funny standalone jokes. I would have liked this episode a lot more if they hadn't pulled the Adam and Eve thing, but rather had gone like just like full tilt Star Wars spoof or something. I think it would have been better. I don't know, because there were a couple of those jokes thrown in, you know. But it's not a good episode. I think this is one that I typically skip.
Yep.
There are much better episodes in season 7 than this one, that's for sure. Shut up, man.
You love season 7 so much, why don't you marry it?
I might. I'm kind of like, I think I just agree with, I agree with Dave. I think for me, it's like a 1.5. It's pretty bad. Yeah, Zoidberg's pretty hilarious, and I agree. I think Dave maybe was saying that some of the Bender jokes were pretty funny, and I think maybe specifically because it wasn't like a Bender-centric episode, that he's just kind of on the outskirts of everything going on.
Why don't you ask me how I'm doing?
Yeah. He has a couple funny lines, but
yeah, Bender as a comic foil works a lot better than Bender as a protagonist.
Unless we're talking Goodfellas or Pharaoh to Remember, which are some of his
Godfellas.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Jeez, God, man.
Mm-hmm. But even in Godfellas, he's playing off of the little people.
That's true. Yeah.
And he works best when he's playing off of like a sympathetic character.
Yeah.
Because they are the most sympathetic creatures that have ever.
I don't know.
I'm practicing hugging, so for when Daddy gets back from God.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys want to say anything else before we wrap this up?
No, I think I have said everything I need to say. So, yes. Nope. All right, let's do plugs real quick. As always, you can follow me on Instagram at DeadWolfSal.
You can follow me on Twitter at Gorilla Karate.
I am at Mike Suds on the internet, and that's it. Yeah, I don't think my band is it.
And not playing anytime soon.
Nope.
All right.
I'm still don't have an Instagram, but I did start one for my new dog recently, so go ahead and follow her at a corgi named Lilu. That is Leeloo, like the Fifth Element. Her name
I was
is
gonna
Lilu.
say, yeah. I was gonna ask, is that what you? All right.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Everyone
Her
should
full
follow
name
it.
is Liluminaila Kataribimina Chayak Batasabat, but
Oh, the whole.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, my
See,
Lord.
you
Just
guys
call her
have to
Lelu.
find that on
You're a
Instagram.
fucking nerd.
yes.
I am okay with this.
Let's compare Star Wars tattoos after the podcast.
Woo!
And all right, I think we're good for this. Thanks everyone for listening. See you next week.
Bye.
Off you go, apparently.